This video is going to be the most comprehensive YouTube ads training for realtors that's on the internet right now, or at least as far as I know. I'm literally going to go through every single step in the process, the ad, the landing page, the booking page, the thank you page, the automations. I'm literally going to show you. I'm going to write an ad with you. I'm going to script it out, one for buyers, one for sellers. I'm going to walk you through how to make a landing page from scratch. I'm going to show you how to make the booking page to get inbound appointments on your calendar. I'm going to show you how to set up all the notifications, the emails, the texts, all that stuff to make sure you're actually optimizing your chances of getting the most conversions. Then I'm going to show you how to make the thank you page and to do appointment reminders and all that stuff. So this is the exact system I use for all my clients to help them close 1, 2, 3 deals a month in as soon as the first 30 days. I've done it for multiple realtors all across the country. So I'm literally just going to show you what's working and what I'm doing so you can just do the same thing. So the first step is the YouTube ad. So when it comes to YouTube, the ad itself is more important than on other platforms like Facebook, Instagram, just because it is video. So you need to make sure you have the right message. So I'm literally going to make an ad right here. I'm going to go into Google Docs and we're going to write one together. So we're going to do one for buyers and then we're going to do one for sellers. So I'm just going to split these up, make them bold so we can separate them. All right, so there's three parts to an ad. If you watch my other videos, you know it's the hook, it's the body, and the close. So the hook is the first 15 seconds of the ad. This is where you're getting their attention and calling out who you want to bring in. So let's say for this example, to give some context. So let's say we're a realtor in what city do we want to be in? Realtor in Miami. I don't know. I like Miami. I'm in Minnesota, so it'd be nice to get some hot weather right about now. But we're a realtor in Miami, and what are we targeting? So for buyers, let's say we're targeting people looking for luxury homes, and then sellers, we're targeting luxury listings. Okay, so just to give us some context on who this realtor would be. And if you are a realtor in Miami who does luxury, then this is perfect. You can just go and take this. But anyway, so starting with buyers. So the first part is, again, the hook. So we're going to start out with the hook. So you want to grab their attention. You want to call out exactly who you're looking for. So we're targeting people looking for luxury homes. Let me just underline this. Targeting people looking for luxury homes. So what I want to do, hey, are you thinking of buying a luxury home in Miami? Then you need to watch this video. I'll show you the 3 steps to save as much money as possible on your next home in Miami. Hey, are you thinking of buying a luxury home in Miami? Then you need to watch this video. I'll show you the 3 steps to save as much money as possible on your next home in the Miami area. Change it up in the Miami area. Okay, so that's the hook. Super, super simple. You just want to call them out. And the hook is honestly the most important part of the ad. I would spend a little more time on this, but you also want to have different variations as well. So I recommend testing at least 3 different hooks to start. So for this one, we'll just do 1. So that's the hook. Now the body. So this is where you're providing value. You could go, my name is Noah Haupt, a luxury realtor, in Miami, specializing in luxury homes. I've helped over 132 buyers in the area just like you get homes, find their dream home for under asking price. Find their dream home under asking price in less than 90 days. So there, you're just giving yourself some credibility. You're saying, hey, I've done this for this many more people who are in the exact same shoes as you. So it's not going to be any different. This is exactly who I work with. So now this is where we're going to provide some value. There's many methods to save money on your next home, but there's really 3 there's three that most buyers don't know about and have the highest saving potential. And then I would add, what I would do right here as well, I would add a call to action at least 2 times in the script. So I would add one now. If they are interested, without even going super into it, I would add, click the blue button to see what these home buyers in Miami are doing to get these kinds of results. Boom. So I would add one call to action there, but now we're not done with the body. We need to provide some value. So the first secret tip is taking advantage of off-market properties. These are homes that aren't available to the public and are often priced much lower than homes on Zillow and Realtor.com. Okay, so right here, what we're doing is just providing value, but also showing our unique mechanism and how it's different. And then, so that can be the body right there, the hook, and then now we can add the close. So if you're interested in saving as much money on your next home in Miami in the least amount of time, click the button and download our free guide on the 3 simple steps to save as much as possible on your next home. And then what you can do is add some urgency as well. This offer won't be available forever because the market is always changing. So act fast and claim your free guide now. So boom. So that's literally one for buyers right there. You see, I literally wrote it in 3 minutes. So it's super, super simple. But the main premise, you have the hook, you're getting their attention, you're providing some value, you're getting their attention, calling out who this is for. Then what you're doing is you're providing some value. You're basically giving some tips, but also showing your unique mechanism and starting to sell your lead magnet, basically. And also a tip as well, add in a call to action in there before the close. And then in the actual close, that's when you kind of tie it all together, summarize, and make it seem like, okay, this is exactly what I need, right? So this is for buyers. Now for sellers, we'll do, what you can do is, it's pretty similar. What I'm going to do is just copy this right here. Copy this right here. And then, okay, perfect. So now we can just do, hey, you're thinking of selling a luxury home in Miami, then you need to watch this video in 3 steps to sell your home for as much money as possible in this current market. My name is Noah. I'm a realtor in Miami, specializing in luxury homes. I've helped over 132 sellers in the area just like you sell their home over asking price in less than 90 days. There's many methods to get as much money possible, but there's 3 that most sellers don't know about and have the highest money earning and have their highest earning potential to see what these homeowners in Miami are doing to get these kinds of results. The first secret tip is taking advantage. So now we need to change this. That first secret tip is taking advantage of curb appeal. you could say, for example. And you want to get a bit more creative. You want to offer something a little more unique that most people don't know. Like, I'm just going kind of what comes to mind. You know what works in your market and what unique mechanisms you have. And I also recommend naming it something as well. Like the first step is the curb appeal masterclass or something like that. Obviously that's not great, but you get what I mean. You want to make it seem valuable and unique. And then you can basically add the benefit of it. It will increase your home's price by $10,000 without spending any money. And then you can add the close. So if you're interested in getting as much money possible, getting as much money for your home, in Miami in the least amount of time, click the button down there for you guys to save as much, to get as much as possible for your home. Software people, so fast can be free right now. So you can see right there, I literally just wrote 2 ads that I guarantee those would do well in literally 5-10 minutes, right? So they're pretty similar. Buyers and sellers, you just change the wording a bit, as you can see. So now that we have the ad, there you go. That's the ad done. Go back here, check this off. Boom, done with that. So now this right here, this is the click-through rate. So you want to go for a 1% click-through rate on your ads. So what that means is people who click on your ad, out of 100 people, you want to aim for 1% of those to be actually clicking on your ad. And that means 1, the messaging in the ad is correct, and 2, it's actually resonating with the people in your market. So if it's under 1%, you need to test new ads. It's really that simple. You need to test new ads or test different audiences. So it's either, if it's not working, if it's below this, you need to test ads or you need to test audiences. So I'm not going to go super in depth on that. But the next part is the landing page. So this is a really important one. I see a lot of realtors, they have the right ads, they're getting a lot of clicks, but they're getting no conversions because their landing page is just terrible, to be honest. So I'm going to show you guys how to actually make one. So the CRM that I use is called High Level. You can use any one, but you just want to make sure you have one that's pretty simple. It's honestly super simple, just drag and drop, but I'm sure a lot of them work. But for this example, I'm using High Level. This is what I use for my clients as well. And I just have all the templates in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a new funnel. So we're just going to name this, for this example, we'll do buyers. So we'll do buyer funnel YouTube ads. Buyer funnel YouTube ads. All right, we're going to create it. Let me get a drink of water. It's something I want to mention as well. So for the YouTube ad, that exact script that I just showed you, there's 2 different ways you can actually get the message across. One, you're actually on video recording it yourself like any other ad you see. But what you could also do is use stock footage, but do a voiceover. Both of them can work really well. I've seen realtors close deals with both of them, and I use both for my clients. It just really depends what you're looking for specifically. So that's what I wanted to mention, but either one can work. I would just do whatever you're more comfortable with. But what I will say is if you aren't on video, you do miss that brand building aspect a bit. But I do recommend you being on video on the back end. So it kind of makes up for it. But either one works. I just wanted to put that out there. What we're going to do, add new step or import. This will be the opt-in page. Create step. All right. What we're going to do is just create from blank. So yeah, I'm going to take you guys through this literally from scratch. So the main part is, so we had add a section. We're going to need to be looking at our script because congruency is so important when you're making your landing page. So what does that mean? Is in the ad, if you're saying one thing, on your landing page, you have to say something similar. Otherwise, it's like you're saying, hey, are you thinking of buying a home in Miami? And then on the landing page, it's like, save money on a home. Like even though it's similar, like you're targeting home buyers, you want to make it as congruent as possible. So they know, okay, this is for me, right? Like this is specifically for me. I just saw this ad and this is where I'm supposed to be. So the hook is, are you thinking of buying a luxury home in Miami? So are you thinking of buying a luxury home in Miami? What we're going to do is literally just put the hook as the headline. Are you thinking of buying a home? Buying in Miami. Whoops. Don't mind my spelling. Are you thinking of buying a luxury home in Miami? And something that you can also do as well is we'll go right here, move this up. We'll make the text a little bigger as well. Attention, Miami home buyers. I like adding this as well, just because it's it calls them out again. So if you're thinking of buying a home in Miami, you're gonna see that, okay, attention Miami home buyers, this is for me. And then you're gonna see the hook of the ad and be like, okay, I'm in the right place. Then what you want to do from there is you want to add, I like doing a 2-column row. In this one, you want to have your form. So right here, this is the form example. And then right here, what I want you to do is add an image and add a picture of the guide that you're actually offering in the ad. So it would be the 3 steps to, it's the, what was the 3 steps to save so much money on your next home. So you would want to make a guide and make a cover for it and put it there so they can see, okay, this is what I'm getting. I know that this is something real because I can see it, right? Even if you just say, oh, you're going to get this guide, but they don't actually see it, it just builds a lot more trust when you see and you know what you're actually getting. So you want to add a picture of it right there, and then you're good to go on that end. Now, what I want you to do, add one more column. In this part, you're just going to add bullet points, basically reinforcing the value that they're getting. So I want you to go over exactly everything they're getting in the guide and what they're going to learn. So learn the 3 simple steps to save as much money as possible, completely free, takes less than 30 minutes. So right there, boom, super quick. Think about it a bit more, but you're just reinforcing the value and letting them know, okay, you're making the right decision. This is all the stuff you're gonna find. And then let's make this look a little better as well. So we're gonna reduce the width. So, and then we're gonna make it aligned to the left-hand side. And we're gonna make these a bit bigger. Not that big. Okay. And then we're gonna increase the line height. 1.3 is usually good. Boom. And then we'll make it a bit wider as well. All right, let's see. Boom. All right, there you go. So you have that. That's literally a page. It's super, super simple. I'm so serious. That's all you need. If you have this and your landing page looks like this, that's honestly better than 99% of realtors out there. So literally do something like this and it's going to work. I'm telling you that. Make sure you save it. And then the next part, a lot of people forget, is looking at it on mobile. You heard me. If you don't do this, you're missing out. That's why your landing page is not converting. But you need to make sure it's optimized for mobile. So go over, change everything on mobile, and make sure it looks good. Otherwise, it would look stupid if you just saw. I have to make all these changes. And what you of course want to do is you want to make sure that the form is above the image. Like if we don't change this, the image would be above the form, which you never want to do. And then right now what I'm doing is to change it, I need to duplicate it so I'm able to have 2 of them, but one of them shows up on mobile, one of them shows up on desktop. So what I mean by that is now it's under the image, but on here it's still in the same place. So I don't know if that made sense, but it's important that you do that. So now right here, you have the form, you have your image, and then you have this. Let's make these smaller. But literally, there you go. I'm so serious. That's all you need to do. It's so simple, but it works. There you go. That's a better landing page than most realtors. Now you want to save that, and we're good to go. And also, once they submit the form, you want to make sure that it goes to the next step in the funnel. So what we're going to do is we're going to save that, and then we're going to go back to our board and our funnel. So now we're done with that. We have the landing page out of the way. We have the ad. Now that's most of the process right there. Now this is actually getting the conversions. So what you want to aim for is a 15% opt-in rate from your landing page. So from people that come from your ad to your landing page, you want 15% of them to actually put in their information and become a lead and then go to this booking page. So this booking page is really important because this is where you'll get a lot of people to just book a call with you directly right on your calendar. So I'm going to show you how to set that up. So Now you're done with that. I don't know if you can make a new page from here. I'm gonna go back, make sure you save it. Now you're gonna go add a new step. You're gonna name this one booking page. You're gonna create funnel step. It takes a minute. And then we'll also create a thank you page in the meantime. Thank you page. Sweet. All right, so now we're gonna go to the booking page and we're gonna make this. So we're gonna create it from blank. All right, again, we're gonna add headline and this. So one thing that I always like to do and keep in mind when I'm making a booking page, a thank you page, something like that, you don't want to go out and say, thank you for downloading our guide. We're going to send it to you soon, because it makes you, it positions you lower, and it makes them feel like they have the upper hand. So you never want to say thank you or we're so glad you got this. We just want to say like success, your guide is on the way. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Success, we're sending your guide over now. Exactly. So you're not saying, oh, thank you so much for downloading our guide. Saying success, we're sending your guide over now. Matter of fact, you're a little too excited with it. So let's add a period in there. We can make this a little smaller. Okay. Now what we're going to do is add one more. Now we're going to add the headline. So this is going to be basically how to get them to watch the video. So we're going to do step 1, because people always follow steps. They want people to tell them what to do. Watch this quick video from Noah. Watch this quick 60-second video from Noah. And then this is where you're going to add your pre-sale video, or just a video where you're basically building trust with these people, for providing some value and just getting them to know you a bit before you're actually reaching out. So you're going to have that in there. And after that, you want to add step 2, which is, of course, book the call. Step 2, book your free 15-minute call with Noah. Boom. What you want to do then is add your calendar. So we'll go find calendar right there. Boom. Add your calendar. And there you go. It's that simple. I think you guys are overcomplicating this, but this is a better landing page than most you guys have out there, which is kind of sad, to be honest, but do this and this will work very well. Then, of course, we want to go make sure it's on mobile, so we can make this a little smaller. Ideally, if it takes 2 lines, that's good. So font size 23. Perfect. Success. We're sending your guide over now. Awesome. There you go. It's that simple. That's a really solid booking page. It's super, super simple. But from that, you're going to get about 20% of the leads that come through to just book directly on your calendar. And it's after they watched your video. So they're already familiar with you. So that's the booking page. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to set up this thank you page for now. So now we have the booking page done. People are going to book on your calendar. This is what we're going to do in a second. We're going to do these notifications. But for now, we're just going to go through the thank you page because we're already here. So we're going to go to pages, thank you page. And this one, it really doesn't matter because it's not like you're trying to get them to do anything else. You're just going to say your appointment is confirmed. Your appointment is confirmed. Please confirm. Please add it to your calendar. And respond yes to the confirmation email we sent you. So now the big part is we're just trying to get them to show up and continue to build trust with them. So we want them to respond to the email or the text we send them, the confirmation, just so, okay, we know that it's the correct number. But if they respond to it, they're way more likely to attend just because of I don't know what it is, but it's one of the human biases where if you say you're going to do something, you're way more likely to do it. So that's one thing. And then from there, we're going to add I like to do a 2-column row. 2-column row right here. And then what I want you to do here is just add an image of yourself, add literally a headshot of yourself, or it can be a video, but a lot of people just do an image. And then I want you to add a little about you section. So this section would be about Noah, and then you would add just a little bit about yourself, just talking about yourself. I'm not going to go through all that now, but then you want to have one more column down here. And right here, you're just going to add a bunch of your reviews, your YouTube videos, if you have any. You can redirect them to your Instagram, whatever. But I always like doing reviews. So check out Noah's recent reviews, and you can just flood the page with reviews. You want as many reviews as possible, so their finger literally gets tired scrolling through these. So you're going to do that. And again, the whole goal of this, so you know, is just to get them as familiar with you as possible, and to make it seem like, okay, this is going to be worth actually showing up to this call, because now all the hard work's done. You just need to make sure, okay, I'm staying top of mind, and this person still trusts me more and more. So continue to provide the value. So once you have that, I'm not going to go through all that now because it is super, super simple. You're going to click save, and then we're going to make sure it looks good on mobile as well. So we're going to make it a little smaller. All right, yeah, that looks good. We're going to save that, and then you're good to go there. So now we're all done with that. We have the thank you page done. We have the booking page, the landing page, and the YouTube ad. Now we're actually going to go into the automations. So after somebody books a call, we need to send you a notification, actually. So you need to get notified when someone books a call. So we're going to go back out of this. We're going to go over to automation, or wherever it is in your CRM. We're going to create a workflow, start from scratch. And this is appointment confirmation, or appointment notification, because this is, you need to get notified when they actually book the call with you. Appointments notification. So what the trigger is going to be is appointment booked. I might have done the wrong one. I couldn't see it. I don't know why this is customer booked appointment. All right, add filters, and you want to make sure in calendar, you want to make sure you have your calendar selected. So customer booked appointment in that calendar. You're going to get an internal notification. You can do email notification or SMS. Always, I like to do text, and you can basically text it to your number. New YouTube ads appointments on, and then you want to do appointments. You want to do the start date and time, and then I like to do the time zone as well. Time zone. Awesome. And then we want their name. We want to know who booked the appointment, and then their phone number, and then their email. Okay. So we'll do the custom value, contact, full name, their phone number, and then their email. Perfect. And then you just need to add who it should go to, save it, and then there's your appointment notification right there. And then what you also do as well is you want to update it in your CRM. So you want to create / update the opportunity. You want to select the pipeline, and then let's do this one to be appointment booked. You can do contact name for that, opportunity source, YouTube ads, and then save. And there you go right there. Remember to publish that, but that's all you need for the appointment notification. That's how you're getting notified when they book an appointment on your calendar. So we have this one done. So now lead magnet is sent to the lead via text or email. So I always like to do text, and I'll be honest, on the initial, when I'm getting their information, I don't even like getting their email initially, because an email does nothing unless you're in like a long-term nurture with these people. But what I've found is a phone number is literally all you need. So only get their phone number. It just adds less friction. Just get their name and number. That's all you need. So what I like to do is text them the guide. So in this case, it's that 3-step buyer guide. Start from scratch. This would be a new lead text sequence. New lead text sequence. So the trigger is when the form's submitted, because that form on our landing page, when they submit that, so form is, you want to select the form, landing page opt-in, and then you want to do SMS, send them an SMS, and you want to send one instantly. And what I like to do is say, hey, name, say their name, hey, first name. This is an automated message to give you a copy of our 3-step Miami luxury home buyer ebook. Then you want to put the link in there, and then that's all. And then that's all you do. And then you add please. Or you say, you want to make sure you have reply stop to unsubscribe. You want to make sure you have that in there. But I also like saying that this is an automated message just so they can get the ebook instantly, but also that, okay, obviously if it's going out the second they opt in, of course it's automated, right? So just be upfront about that. And then what I like to do after that is wait like 2 or 3 minutes and then have it make it look like you are the one following up with them. Wait 3 minutes. And we'll do another SMS. And then this is going to be like us reaching out. So if I was reaching out to the lead, so we'll do, hey, and you want to do this however you talk. Hey, name, this is Noah. I just saw you got our ebook. You got our ebook a second ago. Were you able to open it? And then you just want to, we're basically just trying to get a response, get them to respond, basically raise their hand, say, yes, I signed up for this. I got the ebook. And you get the idea. From there, you want to add in a couple more, basically just trying to get them to respond. Say, hey, home values have shifted over the last couple of weeks. Would you be interested in an updated market report? And you just want a yes or no question. So you just try to get some answer, but you want to save that. And there you go. That's your new text sequence. With sending that and then making sure that the lead received it. We did that as well, saying, hey, were you able to get the guide? So after that initial text message, if the lead does reply, then they're going to be removed from this automatically. And I'll show you how that works. So if you go in, I believe it's settings, you can see stop on response. So if they reply, you want to turn this on and it's going to stop sending them automations. So you want to make sure that's on, and that's what this is. Remove from automated follow-up sequence if they respond. But if they don't reply, then that's when you want your 7-day follow-up sequence. So you would just add in here, this for 7 more days and make it pretty similar. A little different questions, but again, we're just trying to get a reply. So after that, we have that done. But after all that, it all comes down to calling the lead. So this is either you, your ISA, your VA, somebody doing this, but you need to call the lead. And then that's how you actually book the in-person appointment. It's that simple, but you just need to get on the phone with these people. Texting is good for initiating it, but you're never actually going to book an appointment over text, at least 95% of the time. I think for my clients, we've booked one appointment over text and the rest are just on phone, just because that works so much better and nobody wants to text back and forth that much. Just get on the phone and call them. So that's that entire process right there. Now this is the last one. You need the lead to confirm the appointment via SMS or email. That's what we added in there. Respond yes to our email to make sure that to confirm your appointment. So we have that in there to make sure they confirm it. And then automated appointment reminders sent to you and the lead. So this is what we're going to do now. We're going to make these appointment reminders. So create workflow, start from scratch. Appointment reminders. Okay. Need some more water. Okay. So customer booked appointment. Okay, so once they book an appointment, you want to choose the calendar that it's in calendar, their meeting. And there we go. Now we want to basically send them. We want to do a confirmation email. So you want to do it from your name, from your email, subject, just saw you booked in. And then we'll do, hey name, hey John, just got your appointments request for, then you want to do the date. So that just reiterating when they booked in. So it's familiar with them and they remember, for appointment start time and time zone. So they have that. Then you want to do, please reply yes. Reply yes to this email to confirm our appointment. Otherwise, I'll have to cancel. And again, we do this so we get that human bias and that psychology going, where if they say, yes, I'm going to do this, they're going to stick with it because it's the commitment bias or whatever. So we want to make sure that they're responding. Then you can do have a talk soon, Noah, something simple like that. But you have that going, and then once that's good, okay, we need to send it from an email. Let's do this email. Okay, so that's the initial email. Next, what we're going to do is wait 24 hours before the appointment. So if you didn't know, you can actually do that. We're going to do wait until the event appointment time before. We're going to do 1 day before. So right here, wait, I'm going to title it wait 1 day before. Wait 1 day before. Okay. Now we're going to do another email from name, email, subject, your meetings in 24 hours. Dave, first name, just a friendly reminder that I'll be giving you a call in 24 hours from now. Looking forward to it. Something simple like that, you're going to save. And then you can also do text as well. These are really simple, but just you want to make sure you have one 24 hours before, one hour before, and then like 5 minutes before. And then also an initial one. You want that initial confirmation email. That's important. And then you can also add texts in there as well to make sure that, okay, they're seeing it one way or another. But most people check their email. So you want to save that, make sure you publish it, and we're good to go on this end. The appointment reminders are good. And then you want to make sure it's added to your online calendar. You will also get an email with the confirmation. So then just make sure you add it to your calendar. And then from there, you just get on the appointment, make sure you call them at the correct time, and then just book the in-person appointment from there. But that's literally the entire system right there. I just showed you how to build an entire YouTube ad funnel from scratch. And this is exactly what I do with all my clients. So you can literally just go take this, go do it yourself. It's really not that hard, but there is minor things I didn't go over, like my exact ad scripts, my exact landing page, the booking page, the notifications, all that stuff. But this is just the high level overview of the process. And if you do this, you're going to be better prepared than 99% of realtors running YouTube ads from what I've seen, especially with the scripting and the ad and the landing page. And then just making sure you have a back-end system in place. But if you do this, I have no doubt you'll be successful with YouTube ads. But in this video, I hope this was valuable. I just wanted to show you everything. I know there's not really many videos like this out there about YouTube ads specifically. So I wanted to be one of the first just providing as much value so you can kind of just follow along with this and just replicate it in your market. But having said all of that, if you are interested in YouTube ads, you are interested in this, but you maybe don't have the time, you don't want to basically spend all the money, all the hours to learning how to do it all, you can just basically book a call with me. I can come in, implement this entire system for you, have all of the templates, all the funnels, all the automations set up already, and we could basically get this up and running within 1 to 2 weeks in your market and start getting some deals closed as soon as the first 2-3 weeks of working together, like I've done for some of my other clients. So if that's you and you're potentially interested in that, even if you're just a little interested, just book a time with me to chat. It's just 20-25 minutes, no obligation, but we'll just go over the system, any questions you have, because I'm sure every realtor I speak with has questions. So we'll be able to cover all of that and just for you to see if this is something that would potentially be a good fit for you and your business and what you're looking for now. So that's the link in the description below. Go book a call with me if you're interested. Other than that, I hope you got value from this. And also, if you want me to send you any of the resources in this video, just comment down below. I can send you anything I went over. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you got value from this.